What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going over my top 10 favorite cards in my Kaalia of the Vast commander deck. So in this deck, I focus primarily on angels. I don't have any dragons or demons in this deck. So I'm going to go over what I have in here, what my 10 favorite cards are, and why they're in there. So here's Kaalia. I have the special double masters card of her. Very nice, very nice. I don't know what that is right there, but I'm gonna check that out right now. So at number 10 is a combo. It is Gisela the Broken Blade and Bruna the Fading Light. I like these not really because of the front of the card, but because of the transformation on the back when they transform when they're both out in the field. So they meld together and they create, what is it called? Gisela, Voice of Nightmares. There it goes. That's really the only reason why I have this card in here. It's because it's really cool. It's really fun to see. And I want to get it out eventually during the game. Yeah, flying, first strike, vigilance, lifelink. Your opponents can't cast spells with converted mana cost 3 or less. It's just, honestly, just, I think it's fun to play cards like these. Cards that you don't see all the time. Just to get them out and just to get exposure to them. So, at number 10 is 2 cards, but they become 1. So that's why they're there. Gisela, Bruna. Put that to the side. Number 9, Dragon Tempest. So I don't have any dragons in here, but this enchantment is a 2-drop, 1 generic, 1 red. Whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, it gains haste until the turn. People tend to ignore this card versus something like a Lightning Greaves, where people will see it and they'll instantly pop it because they know once you get out Kaalia, if you put Lightning Greaves on her, she gets that first attack off. Well, people tend to ignore this one, kind of sits there on the board, doesn't do anything, but just give haste to flyers, which is what this entire deck is. So at number 9, I have Dragon Tempest. I think it's underrated, and if I had dragons in here, I think it'd be even better. But just with having a deck full of flyers, I think it's really, really good. So this is the number 9 card of my favorites in this deck. Number 8, Serra Ascendant, a white staple right here. I mean, it's a 1-drop that if you get it out early, lifelink, as long as you have 30 or more life, Serra Ascendant gets +5/+5 and has flying. So a 6/6 1-drop, if you get it out within those first, maybe 5 or 6 turns. Just an amazing card to get out early. Number 7, Righteous Valkyrie. So with my deck being built around angels, I really like this card a lot. Because it's whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under my control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. And a lot of these creatures, a lot of these angels, when you get them out, a lot of them have 3 to 5 to 7 toughness. Like, angels are pretty expensive, so they have a good amount of toughness and power. And then that second part of the ability, as long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. I think if you have this card out, it just makes it a target, which makes your other stuff, less of a target, because this pumps everything else. I think it's really, really good, and I really like using it in my deck. So when I get to draw it, I really enjoy it. And remember, these aren't the 10 strongest cards in this deck. These are simply my 10 favorite cards in the deck. My favorite board wipe in this deck is Magma Quake. It's red, X, and Magma Quake deals X damage to each creature without flying and each planeswalker. This is a great board wipe for this deck because everything has flying. All the angels have flying. Serra Ascendant, if you have more than 30 life, has flying. I don't think I have any non-flying creatures in this deck. Maybe 1 or 2. But this is amazing. This has won me games. I got this out maybe turn 5 or 6 when I already had Kaalia out. I had 1 big creature out or 2 big creatures. This cleared the board and let me just go at everybody. So Magma Quake, my favorite board wipe in this deck for sure. Really, really, really good card. Number 5. 5. Valkyrie Harbinger. Flying lifelink. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 4 or more life this turn, Create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying vigilance. Token creation is great. I love it. Valkyrie Harbinger already has lifelink as well. She's a 4/5. This pairs well with Righteous Valkyrie, because if you attack, so when she enters, if this is already on the field, you gain 5 life, which you already make a token then. And then when she attacks again, you gain 4 life with the lifelink. So regardless, you will make an angel token, and then that triggers again with Righteous Valkyrie, and it's just how things go. I really like this card a lot. I used it a lot in MTG arenas when I was playing a mono white life gain deck. I would use this with Righteous Valkyrie, and I really enjoyed using it. So I had to include in this deck. It is my number 5 favorite card to get in this deck. Number 4, my Planeswalker, the only Planeswalker in this deck, Serra the Benevolent. I like this one because of being able to make angels with the -3, and being able to pump flyers with the +1/+1 for the plus. And then the ult, if you get it off, is you get an emblem with, if you control a creature, damage. If you control a creature, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. I think it's a good way to stick around. It's kind of it has that like Book of Exalted Deeds effect almost there, which is right here. This isn't really one of my favorite cards to use in the deck. I think there's ways around it, but it gives you that effect almost. Kind of just stick around. So this is at number 4 for me. I really enjoy playing it. Number 3, these are pretty much the staples in most of these decks now. Aurelia the Warleader. Flying Vigilance Haste, you get the extra combat step. I mean, extra combat with a creature with Vigilance and Haste. Just an amazing card. I love playing her. And if you get her out, if you get Aurelia out, Gisela out, Kaalia, Avacyn, like all these cards just absolutely just wreck town and go to work. Number 2 for me is Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight. This is the flying first strike, white, red, and 4. So a 7-drop creature. If a source would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, that source deals double that damage to that player or permanent instead. I mean, it doubles your damage. It halves damage that you're taking. It is just, like, this should be in pretty much every Kaalia deck, I feel. I don't really look at top, like, C, EDH Kaalia builds, because I don't want to build that way. But in my personal build, I really like this card. It is my number 2 favorite card to get. It's just so much fun to use, and I really enjoy using it when I do get her out. It's a ton of fun. And at number 1, of course, is Avacyn, Angel of Hope. Flying Vigilance, Avacyn, and other permanent control are indestructible. Just an absolute tank, an 8/8, 8-drop. But if you can tutor her out with Kaalia, this is an absolute monster of a creature. She is just, like, when I get her out on the board, things change. Like, you have to get rid of her instantly. But the only way to is with exiling her. She is so much fun to play. I don't get to play her a lot, but when I do, it is so much fun. So yeah, these are my favorite cards to play in my Kaalia the Vast deck. So there's Kaalia, and I'll just go over them real quickly again. Avacyn is 1, Gisela's 2, Aurelia 3, Serra the Benevolent is 4, Valkyrie Harbinger is 5, and then coming down here to the bottom, you have Magma Quake, Righteous Valkyrie, Serra Ascendant, Dragon Tempest, and then Gisela and Bruna as a combo piece there. Alright guys, with that, that's the end of this video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe down in the description. Comment, like, subscribe on the video. I will be uploading a couple of these for the command decks that I'm currently playing. Hope you'll enjoy them. If you have any suggestions for cards to put in, leave it down in the comments. I try to keep my deck built around these cards, built around angels. I know a lot of y'all might be like, oh, just add dragons and add demons. I personally don't want to. I like to build it this way. It's just my personal preference. But if you want, you can drop some dragons and demons for me that I could potentially add, because I think I will be going that route eventually with this Kaalia deck. With that, thank you for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you later.